As someone that has been very critical of the Governor Monday Okpebholo-led Edo administration, it's also pertinent that issues like this are brought to the front burner. We should not just be critics, but we should be able to also look beyond criticism and be objective in certain instances. So, of course, the picture of Gordon Obaseki here is not for comparison, but of course, the conversation would lead to him, and there are several things we should learn from this. One of the policies of the former governor Obaseki's late administration that I was very critical about, and people that knew me at the time, of course, unfortunately, they've sold a lot of propaganda to make it sound as if all of us were worshippers of him while he was governor. We are not just comfortable with the level of toutism and agboism happening in this government, and that's why we are speaking up. But one of those policies that the government implemented that never sat well with me was the Okoroma's demolition and grabbing of land that happened in that community. As somebody that was very close to a lot of entertainers, I was in the entertainment industry, and a lot of my colleagues and friends bought properties there. And I also had friends beyond entertainers, especially those living in the diaspora that invested heavily there. I know a particular person that invested well over 500 million naira in a property in that place. But Obaseki came and said there was need for development. And whilst we celebrate development, we must realize that it is important that the people are the first recipients of any form of development. Any development that a government wants to implement that doesn't first and foremost reflect on the lives of the people. That is not supposed to take them from point A to B. That is not supposed to better them. Is hogwash. And so that policy, I never supported it. I hear that the current government under Governor Okpebholo is finalizing everything to give the lands and properties back to some of the owners. And that's fine. And I applaud that. Sincerely, I appreciate whatever the governor is doing. I don't have a land there. I don't have a property there. I'm not sure I have a family member particularly that I'm aware of. I've got friends and acquaintances, people I know that went depressing during that period. So to hear that the state government of Edo State is doing this right now, bravo. Okpebholo, bravo. John Maxwell said one time that as a leader, you are going forward, you are walking, and you don't have followers, you are taking. It's true. One of my professors, in explaining that or expatiating that, said, should you embark on any project, any program, any agenda, anything at all, and there are no people that are supposed to be behind to carry that vision, right, to supporting the vision or to transfer it to another generation, you are on your own. When Steve Jobs was asked about how technology meets customer satisfaction, he said the first goal is to look into the customer experience, then work backwards to creating the technology. That you don't create technology and begin to look for how to sell it. No, it is the people first. How were the people supposed to benefit this policy? Then you now begin to see, okay, what can we do to get in there? So you can't create, and that's why I appreciate Obaseki, great administrator, excellent administrator, but had quite very profound people's management skills. And why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because of Okpebholo. First, Dennis Idahosa, Deputy Governor of Edo State, is working on that particular protester. You cannot see that power is transient. What Obaseki thought he was going to implement years ago, it has been undone now, permit me, by this government. Dennis Idahosa needs to also learn that, because I hear he is doing a whole lot of havoc in his local government and even beyond. A lot of land grabbing is going on. Nobody is talking about it. The people do not have access to social media. They are not reporting. A few persons have reached out to me to complain of that. There are no details because these guys are scared. They literally have been threatened to say, if you report it, this will happen. Don't worry. People are saying we'll go and beg him. You are collecting people's land unscrupulously. Dennis, that's not how to build a legacy or build an empire. You want to grab as much as you want to grab because you want to compete with the political bigwigs in your area. So you want to have a lot of land, have control and all of that. Learn. Okpebholo, now back to you, Governor Okpebholo. You see how you have undone what Obaseki did. That's how you must be careful about the things that you are doing too. There will be a government after yours. We hope when we begin to discuss the things you've done, we're also not pouring spit and say people are clapping that they are undoing what you have done. You must put the people first. You must execute projects, programs, policies that concentrate on people-centric. People-centric. Any idea in your head, in your brain, that doesn't represent for the better good of the people must be left alone. All of these appointments, aiding, abetting, support, politicking, and the people are not at the center of it all. It's hogwash. Please. Again, work done for this. So I'm being told that a lot of, please follow it up. Oh, just the way we came here now, I would have waited for all of this to be done. But if I come at that time, I'm hearing that a lot of politics is happening. Yes, we are aware that some of these lands have been sold, and so some people may be merely compensated. You may not be able to get all of the plots that you had. Some people may not get their house. Some houses were demolished and all of that. But please do not deprive anybody from what is rightfully theirs. All of those small 50 by 100, 100 by 100 that people I'm hearing people I hear that a few persons have, me, I will tell you the truth. Said that not be able to go get. It gets people who they're not go invite, everybody don't go do paperwork submission. Please, Governor, put your eye down. Some of the people in your office, they are going to allow you sign, but they will convert them. So put your eye down and open the channel of communication where these people can reach out to you, not your SSG, not your chief of staff, not your head of protocol, not your CPS, not anybody, not your deputy governor. They should be able to access you at least so that they can tell and give you feedback. Or else, when you are done, I want this whole case of the Okore-oma to be closed and settled. Don't allow anything to be hanky-panky. People want to make merchandise of all of this. Again, well done, Mr. Governor. I hope we follow this up to the letter and ensure that this reaccreditation or realignment or return, right? Return. Well done anyway. Well done.